Some say, and I'm one of them, that double-action semi-automatic pistols are a thing of the past. We don't need them anymore.
Au contraire, you can make this work for you.
David, the Marine.
Let me see your war face.
Let's review what a double action is versus single action.
Double action semi-auto, the hammer is in the downward position and you have to pull the trigger all the way. It will cock and release the hammer. So it's a longer, harder pull than the single action pull. Single action pull is easier to shoot, but you can shoot a double action if you put in the time and practice. Got a balloon about 18 yards out there. Gonna go double action trigger to show it can be done. And here we go. Just that easy.
So what's the secret? Do you pull the trigger a little bit, then take your aim, then finish the pull?
That is a way. It is not the best way. The best way is a long straight pull all the way through. If your technique is correct, the gun will remain steady, and all you do is cycle the trigger through its arc of motion to raise and lower the hammer, and you'll make the hit. It takes a lot of time and practice to do that, though. But a lot of people dismiss the double action because it's hard to shoot. Yes, it is. But not everybody has a choice of what gun that they use. You know, some cops are issued the gun. They have to make it work for them. Another thing about it is the first shot is a long, the long pull like that, and after that, you have a short, light pull with hammers cocked. So two different, very different trigger pulls back to back. And again, it just takes time and practice to do that. But it can be done. It's harder to do, but it can be done. I took a class and the instructor insulted one of the students' gun choice, it was a SIG 226, but she did really well and shut him up, and we're all kind of happy to see that because, again, you don't always have the choice in what gun you use.
Some Smith & Wessons I've shot have a very easy long pull, some have a very difficult pull, so it'll kind of vary from gun to gun.
This one I had sent to Novak's 45 shop for an action job, so okay. This is smoother than most. And it's not as heavy a pull as 8 1/4 pounds double action pull, which helps.
Indeed it does. And the downsides?
There are a couple. One, you fire the one shot, you fire some shots, you're done shooting, but the gun is not out of ammo, your hammer is going to be cocked. Well, now what? Now you have a short, light pull that we just talked about. You have to remedy that. This particular one has a decocker slide mounted right here. It'll decock it, but now it deactivates the trigger. So if something happens now, I am out of luck unless I take it back off. So I view the decocking protocol on this is it's one step in 2 parts. 1, 2. So I do that right away. There have been cases where the cops had to fight for the gun. They put that on, and the bad guy gets the gun, and he can't make it go bang because he's not familiar with it. And the cop was able to pull it back up or get his gun back. So you got to remember to do something with that cocked hammer. If you don't, you run the risk of a nasty surprise if you draw it from the holster again. A lot of people I've talked to say, I don't have any problem with that double action trigger. I like it fine. They go to the range and they chamber around. The hammer starts cocked. They never start with the hammer all the way forward.
Ah.
So they're not as good as they think they are. So 2 shots back to back with a hard pull followed by a short, light pull. Decock between shots. All in the A zone. 3 of them clustered together.
So you don't have to be a national champion to make it work for you.
That's true. The USPSA Nationals have been won multiple times with double action auto, so it can be done. But like you just said, you don't have to be a national champion to do that, but you do have to put in the work to make it work for you.
So practice out at the range again, but a long pull versus a short pull or a double action versus a single action really shouldn't matter.
And as always, guns for everybody.